Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'm sharing my thoughts and suggestion for the upcoming Sephora sale. As every year, we have the Sephora sales event. So it is time for you to put product. The Sephora Savings Event starts on April 4th. And if you are an insider, you have 10% off between the 8th and the 14th of April. If you are VIB, so black, you've got 15% off from the 8th, to the 14th of April. If you are rouge, you have first access, it's 20% off, and it's from the 4th to the 14th. And if you are gold, so Sephora collection, it's from the 4th to the 14th as well, and you have 30%. I am gold. I'm not too sure. I haven't purchased that much from Sephora, but very happy. So here we go with my suggestions. To be honest with you guys, it's so hard to make a very concise list because there's so many new and good products out there that I could literally have a list like this long. So I'm gonna try and keep things quite short and simple and just go into exactly what I think, and that's, you know, opinion based and from my experience, but what I think is actually really worth for you to add to your cart. So let's start with the eyeshadows. Some people will say, eyeshadow palettes are dead. This is just not, you know, I do not believe that. I do not believe that. It's, for me, a great eyeshadow palette does have a place in your makeup kit. And I have three that I think are really, really nice. The Prada eyeshadow, the latest shades, the dimension, you have Peony, Primula, and Pansy. I did a full review on them, and honestly, they are absolutely beautiful. They are super long lasting, very easy to work with. You can use them dry or wet if you want to have a little bit more of an intense color. They are just beautiful. They don't crease. They're very easy. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. They are the Beautifying eye trend. I have every palette. Honestly, I have been using them so much. I love how the mix of shade and finishes has been just thought of in each palette. You have matte, you have satin, you have chromatic, you have metallic, you have shimmers, you've got everything. They're long lasting, super easy to work with. Different formula obviously than Prada, but I think if you're looking to have in your makeup kit a few options, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying eye trends are a must. They are limited edition, so don't wait too long, but I think for the Sephora saving events, it is just such a good product to add in your cart. And if you like to have a little bit more option in one palette, I would say the latest palette from Natasha Denona, the Bloom palette, is perfect for spring and summer. So the shades are a little bit more rosy, orangey coral, but it is a spring and summer palette. So you would expect shades to be a little bit more bright and a pop of color. Again, I've got a full review, so if you want to see a full swatch, go see the video. But I think it's a great palette to add in your kit if you like to create different looks, if you like to have that pop of color. Super great formula, long lasting, non-creasing, there's no peeling, there's no weird patching or anything. It's a very reliable palette. I think if you're keen to have a pop of color, a beautiful palette to add in your kit. If you want a different kind of eyeshadow that has a very shiny finish, the latest eyeshadow palette from Tom Ford, the Peach, Glamour, and Olive Smoke you can use them dry or wet. Absolutely beautiful palette, a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more expensive, but honestly, just gorgeous palette. Moving to bronzer. So bronzer category, there are so many bronzers out there. It is insane, and there's so much more coming. I saw the House Lab Now collection has talc free. It's called Power Sculpt Velvet Talc Free Powder Bronze. It's on my list to add into my cart. I haven't tested it yet, so I don't want to influence you if the product is not good, but it's on my list to be purchased. Otherwise, the Dior Nude Bronze are an absolute must. The shade, the formula, the texture, everything is just beautiful. Easy to work with. It kind of melts onto your skin. They are quite pigmented, a great payoff. I have shade 3 matte and 4 warm. I love them so much, and I like that they're not patchy. Then we have the Westman Atelier, the Sun Drops. In a lot of stores, the product is already sold out. The shades are very limited, but if they're not completely sold out, I think I have been using them quite a bit. I think there's a bit of a, people are either really liking it or not. Some people struggle with the application. I have been testing it on the Westman Atelier product themselves. It works super well, but I've used it on different foundation, and honestly, it's actually a really good product. It just melts onto your skin, but because it dries really quick, I would say you need to apply a small quantity and then add some more. I've used it with my fingers, with a brush, on a glowy foundation, matte foundation. They're all really just, it just works. I think it's a beautiful product. The packaging is looking very luxe. And with the saving events, I think it's a good product to add in your cart. You're gonna save a little bit of money. I think it's a great product. For the mascara, I only have one, and it's the Gucci Le Magnetique mascara. It's such a beautiful mascara. You can just apply one coat and have that everyday kind of mascara. If you go with 2-3 coats, you're gonna have that massive volume, length, and separation. I love, love, love this mascara. It's not the one I'm wearing today though, but it is a gorgeous mascara. Easy to wear, easy to apply. It's a little bit wet and creamy as a texture, and it doesn't dry in the tube, so this is a really good thing. I've been using mine for a few weeks now, and it's still a great mascara. It hasn't dried out. In the blush category, so blush, you could literally talk about blush for a full video because there's so many options, but if I have to choose two, the new Saie SuperSuede, yes, SuperSuede blush that are baked blush, I'm obsessed. I have shade Ciao, and honestly, they apply like a dream. They're not patchy, and they have that, just that radiance, that glow from within with a sheer of color, but they are buildable. I absolutely love them. Otherwise, if we're talking about cream blush, it has to be Patricia. It has to be Patricia, the dual blushes where you have the cream and the powder. It is literally, they are one of the best blushes you can have. The shades are stunning. I have all 4 new shades, and I already had some more. I cannot say more than just, it is the perfect blush for you. They have the shade for you for sure. Easy to apply. The color payoff is amazing, so go light-handed. They last super long. You can go with just the powder, you can go just with the cream, you can layer them, up to you. Beautiful. I'm pretty sure by now you've noticed that baby girl is playing not far away, so apologize for the noise, but I'm trying to do everything. I'm sure you guys know, if you have kids, you're just trying to multitask and kind of do the most you can in a day, so she is full of beans. She's playing next to me, and well, I'm with you guys. Moving on to foundation. Foundation is a tough category. It's a bit like the blushes. There's so many options there, so I'm gonna try and be concise. If you're looking for something glowy, easy to wear every day, the new Givenchy Prisme Libre, the Glow Serum Foundation is the one for you. I've been wearing it on repeat. It is glowy, but it's not dewy. It sets completely. It's a very light coverage, but actually blurs so much that you don't feel like you need much more. Beautiful, beautiful foundation. And because there is hyaluronic acid into it, it's got skincare into it. It's actually active and working on improving the appearance of your skin, the fine lines, beautiful. The Hourglass foundation, the Illusion Luminous Glow foundation with a broad spectrum SPF 30. If you want something a little bit more glam without being too much, the shades are really nice. It's very creamy. It just gives you that super glowy, luminous foundation. With SPF, it has to be the one. I really like how easy it is to apply. It lasts super long and it's got a very good coverage, but it feels a little bit more silicone-y on the skin. So depending on what you prefer, if you want something serum-like, very easy, more like a skincare, Givenchy. Otherwise, the Hourglass feels much more like a foundation, has more coverage, definitely, a little bit more of a silicone feeling on the skin. Beautiful foundation. And if you're looking for a matte full coverage foundation, you have to try the Chanel Ultra Le Teint. This is their latest foundation. It's flawless, all they wear, set completely, full coverage, honestly one of my favorite. It's literally, it's called an Ultra Wear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. That's exactly what it is. It's blurring, it's long lasting, non-creasing, beautiful foundation, but it is matte. It's got a very nice radiance to it, but it is matte. It's got just that kind of luminosity into it, but it is a full coverage foundation. In terms of concealer, I've got two. They are more on the high coverage side. The Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Concealer is one of my favorites by far and for a very long time. Otherwise, Estée Lauder has just launched their new concealer, the new formula of the Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. Beautiful, but again, a very high coverage. Estée Lauder, the Double Wear line is that full coverage, quite thick, stay in place for 24 hours. Beautiful. I will do a review on the Estée Lauder, but I have been wearing it and I can tell you, if you want something, if you have dark circles, if you want to camouflage as much as you can, beautiful formula, and it's lasting so long and it's not creasing. If you like your concealer to be a little bit more like a serum like finish, especially if you're wearing a foundation that is glowy, you want to have a little bit less coverage, in my opinion, the Saie Beauty Slip Concealer is one of the best. It just applies like a dream. It kind of melts onto your skin, but does give you a light coverage. Especially if you're wearing a foundation that has a dewy finish, you kind of need to match that finish. For me, the Saie Beauty is just doing it perfectly. Highlighters, such a tough category, but for me, if you want something that kind of do a few things at the same time, the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer, any shade. I have every single one of them, and I don't see a product that is better. They're a little bit more pigmented than some other highlighter, liquid highlighter in that type of format. I am currently obsessed with the shade Lilac because I just think it's not champagne, it's not mauve, it's not silver. It's just that in between that gives a little je ne sais quoi to your makeup. It's those finishing touches that are wow. It's just that beautiful shade. If you're looking for a highlighter that is not too much, powder highlighter that has a little bit of skincare into it, just very subtle, the new highlighter from Lancome that are called CE Skin Transforming Highlighter are absolutely beautiful. They're like creamy. This is what I'm wearing today, so it's not too much. It really just adds a very soft and subtle glow in its shade. I have light glow. I've not done my review yet on it, but I have been wearing it. Gorgeous highlighter, not too expensive, and it comes in, I'm gonna show it to you. It's quite a good format. It's got a very soft perfume, almost no perfume, so nothing too overpowering. And this is the shade 01, light glow, and it doesn't have big chunk of like sparkles into it. It's just a very nice and soft powder. In terms of lip balm, not lipstick, but like lip oil, lip butter. The latest Summer Fridays lip butter is like a dream. It tastes, it smells of vanilla cake. I think it's birthday cake, the shade, the smell. There is also the latest from La Neige that is called the Glaze Craze Tinted Polypeptide Lip Serum. If you want to replenish the moisturizer on your lips, have the hydration, this is a really good lip balm, I would say, lip serum for you. I have the one in cinnamon roll, I believe that's the name of it. Cinnamon Sugar is the name. Beautiful shade. In terms of powder, the latest pressed compact powder from Givenchy, Prisme. It is hands down the best powder. It's mattifying, it's blurring, it's long lasting, it's not creasing. This is what I have on me. And this makeup has 10 hours. And honestly, I haven't done any touch up. It is just a beautiful, but I think Givenchy has very much redeemed themselves from last year's loose powder with that weird like shiny finish. This is a beautiful powder and I couldn't recommend any other compact powder. For setting spray, I only have one because I'm absolutely obsessed with it, and it's the new setting spray of Anastasia Beverly Hills. Impeccable setting spray. It is a matte setting spray. So if you're wearing a dewy foundation, forget it. You need to go for Charlotte Tilbury. It is blurring, it is mattifying and long lasting, and it's crease proof. Honestly, just absolutely amazed by this setting spray. If you're looking to splurge and want to get a full collection for spring, in my opinion, the Chanel Spring Makeup Collection is the one. I quite like the Dior one, the Pink Mania collection or the Bronze collection, but I think Chanel has done something absolutely beautiful. I have full review on those collections. Everything is beautiful. The lipsticks, the eyeshadow, the blushes, everything, every single piece. So if you're keen to splurge and get a few pieces of the collection, go for it. The oversized eyeshadow palette Jeu de Lumière, you're gonna use it for so many things. The Utopia eyeshadow palette quad is equally beautiful. I could speak about these for a very long time. I think they're amazing product. They're just super good quality and the collection is beautiful. In terms of lipstick, the new Fenty Glow are absolutely amazing. Not super long lasting, but I love how shiny and pigmented and just glossy they are. Otherwise, for me, Chanel, I have some of the best lipstick, any category of lipstick. Dior, pretty much the same. It's hard to say which one exactly. I think lipstick, there's so many options out there. It kind of goes with the shade that you would want, and if you want to have something clean beauty or no. I'm now testing the Merit lipstick. I don't know if I would put them necessarily on this list, but because they are clean beauty, if it's something that talks to you, Merit is actually pretty good. The Westman Atelier Suede lipsticks are beautiful as well. I'm wearing today Dolce & Gabbana. The Prada, the Nude Prada are just stunning. So it's hard to say. There's so many options out there. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video, and I hope it's giving you a little bit of ideas or information as per what you could potentially add to your cart if you are planning on purchasing during the Sephora Savings Events. Let me know down below what you guys think. What are you planning on purchasing? I know some of you have already mentioned definitely the Givenchy, the pressed powder. I'm quite curious. I want to know what you guys are planning on adding to your cart. I might add it to my cart as well. I am building my cart at the moment, and I'll let you know, and I'll make a full review on what I've purchased for sure. But until then, if you have any questions, any comments, put them down below in the chat. Let's keep the conversation going. If you want to see more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share with your friends. A big thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.